Hello, welcome to my channel. We're just going to get another general message from Spirit, see what comes out today. Thank you everyone who subscribed to the channel. Welcome to everybody who is new. If the video resonates with you, I'd love if you would subscribe as well. Please remember these are collective. You can change the gender roles as you need to, and only take what resonates for you and your story. So I already pulled some cards to kind of check out the energy, and we have inspiration, serenity, and radiance. So all three of these cards are feeling very like warm and kind of just like the embodiment of your beautiful energy, like your aura. So you have a very inspiring nature to you. I feel like you try to help people all the time. I feel like you try to be motivational in your daily life. I feel like you're the type of person where when somebody is feeling upset or having something difficult that they're going through, that you're the person they reach out to help them maneuver whatever they're dealing with. With serenity, I feel like people consider you to be a safe space. They trust your opinions. They trust that you are helping them with the best of intentions. And this radiance energy, it's just this beautiful, it's almost like a shockwave that I'm seeing. It's like you just spread such joy wherever you go because you just embody this pure joy inside of you, this really beautiful, unconditionally loving heart. I feel like people are really amazed by you at this time. Like they're really admiring the way that you carry yourself. They really love the way that you live your life. It's like, there's just this really overall sense of peace in this energy. I feel like people are really taken back that nothing can really throw you off your game. Like, doesn't matter what it is. Of course, things are going to get hard here and there, but outwardly, it doesn't look like you ever are, taking a misstep, right? Because you pull away when you need to, and that's how you heal, and that's where you get your guidance from Spirit on how to move forward. It's not an outward thing, it's an inward thing, right? So people aren't seeing all the work that you do internally, they're just seeing the result, right? And I feel like people are just really amazed by you, inspired by you, and feeling your loving energy all over the place. It's just like this really beautiful, shockwave energy that I'm getting, that you put out into the world. Kind of like how, see the the vines around her. It's just like beautiful energy that radiates off of you. So let's see what else. Five of Pentacles. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, 55. I heard in times of darkness. Seven of Cups. Seven of Wands, 777. Ace of Swords. So with the Seven of Cups, I feel like this first row here, right, it's the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Swords. I feel like this is the energy of people when, like I said, when they're going through something difficult in their life and they're feeling down and out, they don't feel like they can handle it by themselves, or they need a supportive ear. I feel like they call on you, because it's like with the Seven of Cups, it's like it's like you have all the answers. People feel like you're able to help them maneuver whatever comes their way. It's like all the different cups on the shelf, right? Like you'll know which cup to pull from to help guide them through whatever they're dealing with, right? People just trust in your opinion. People believe you when you tell them something, you know what I mean? They feel that you carry the sort of truth wherever you go. So they're able to, listen to you in a way where they can really just internalize that, right? They can use that and help them get out of it. They know there's no malicious intent when it comes to you. They know that you're telling the truth. Maybe even a situation where you've been through it before, so they know that you know what to do next. I feel like people just trust your opinion. They trust in you. With the Seven of Wands, that's an energy of, again, people feel safe in your energy. It's like they don't have to have their defenses up. They know that you have pure intentions. They know that you're going to speak to them in a way that is genuine, right? The Lovers. Eight of Swords. Page of Cups. Again, this kind of feels like an energy of people asking you, what do you think of my person? Like, do you feel like it's going to be the perfect fit for me? Like, when somebody meets someone new, I feel like they come to you if they're in their head. Like, I'm not sure. Is this a red flag? What do you think? Does this feel, or does it seem like it's going to be, does this person feel like they have pure intentions? Can you give me your insights on how, like, what energy are you getting off of this person, right? I feel like people really turn to you when they have questions, or if they're feeling unsure. Like, I feel like people call you up, or, text you or whatever, just reach out to you in some kind of way. In your friend group or family group or coworkers, whatever it is for you, and people around you. I feel like people are just feeling really lucky that you are in their life right now. I feel like you have made such a big impact on people's lives in this energy here. I feel like it's an energy of you also helping to raise the people's vibrations around you. So it's like they're learning from you, right? These people are learning how to live from a place like where you live, in this incredibly high vibrational energy, just helping people from a genuine place, living in your authenticity, right? So when these people are coming to you and asking you these questions, they're also learning from you, right? Because you're teaching them how to maneuver through a situation instead of project, right? Like, you use your intuition, which, you're also showing people to tap into their own intuition, right? So it's like a teacher student energy that I'm getting that's around you right now. People are really grateful that you're in their life to help them when they're sad or down or whatever, but you're also helping them to raise their vibration. And I feel like it's being felt. I feel like people are starting to connect the dots, that like if things are starting to change for them in their lives, if these hardships are starting to maneuver out of their life and they're starting to come into like a peaceful place, a happy place, they're starting to see the changes inside of them, right? Maybe they're starting to be more connected to spirit, so they're starting to be more connected to their intuition, right? And so they're able to start guiding themselves, right? Instead of looking outside. So it's just this like really beautiful teacher student kind of energy that's coming through, and people being really grateful for that. Anything else? The Moon. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so with this Queen of Pentacles, right, that's a very grounded energy, very self-sufficient, future-focused, like continuing to go up that ladder, right? Like whatever you're doing, you're continuing to go up in whatever you do. People are seeing this, and with the Moon and the Six of Pentacles, it's kind of like an energy of, at first, they're not really sure how that works, right? They're not really... When people first start to come to you, I don't feel like they're really in touch with their intuition, right? So you're that teacher, you're that guide. And after you help them for so many times and they start to cultivate that connection to the divine for themselves, and they get in touch with their own intuition, and then they start to see how you're able to stay so balanced, how you're able to maneuver through these things without lowering your vibration, right? You stay balanced because you have this beautiful connection to spirit. You don't have to worry. You don't have to live in fear because you know you're going to be guided. So it's not an energy of like being anxious, right? You're calm, you're collected, you're forward moving, and you just you stay in that energy because you know you don't have to be afraid. So that's another thing I feel like you're teaching these people at this time, is that when you cultivate that connection with spirit, it's going to change a lot of things in your mindset, right? Like fear, before you have the self-love, before you connect yourself to spirit, fear can be a battle that is, that comes a lot, right? Like we can be taken back by fear quite often if we haven't cultivated that self-love, if we haven't connected ourselves to spirit. Fear is going to, take us over here and there. But once you have that self-love, once you connect yourself to spirit, you're no longer in the energy of fear because you don't need to be afraid. You're protected. You have a way that you'll be guided out of whatever situation might come onto your path that might be difficult, right? Anything that you face, you're going to get the answers that you need to maneuver through it, right? And people are learning that from you right now as well. I feel like, you're connecting you're connecting people to the divine by your beautiful example. You're connecting people to their intuition as well, and they're starting to see, like these questions that they had in their back of of their mind of like, how are you able to do these things that you do, right? Now that they're being connected to spirit as well, they're starting to see the changes in their life. They're starting to feel those changes inside of them, and they're starting to understand why you're able to stay so balanced in the Six of Pentacles. Justice, the Magician, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, yeah, for Justice. That's too many. Yeah, one for Justice. I feel like this is the energy of one, spirit being really proud of you, and it's just like this, I'm feeling like this really big hug kind of energy, because you're spreading your light to so many people that it's like, it's almost like the energy of like church, right? So it's like a congregation. It's like this whole group of people that are like coming into their spirituality, or just healing themselves on certain levels that they maybe were running from in the past, right? Like hiring their vibration, the energy of just almost living for a higher purpose, right? Like understanding that there's something out there bigger than us and our immediate environment, right? Like everything is connected, and you can get to these higher levels if you turn inward and really sit with those wounds and move through them and learn from them, and cultivate that self-love and believe in yourself and connect yourself to the divine and all of that. I feel like Spirit's really proud that you are working so hard in this energy, and it's really paying off, because I feel like there's a lot of people around you at this time that are starting to be in that higher vibration with you, right? Because of your example. They've followed the light, they've started their own journey, and they're continuing down the path towards Spirit. Can I get some more? Anything else? Ten of Swords, 10, 10. Oops. What's the Ten of Swords? Knight of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords. I heard Narcissist Slayer. So I feel like that's maybe one of the, I feel like that's something that you're able to relate to people. Like one of the things, how do I say this? I feel like that you've been in a situation where, you've had to maneuver through a dark relationship, whether it's with a narcissist or not, right? Some kind of energy in a relationship that was very detrimental to your self-worth, your confidence, all of that, right? Like really tore you down. And I feel like people, I feel like that's one of the things that it just feels like that's like one of the major things people come to you about. Like if they're having problems in their relationship, I feel like people ask you your insights on it, right? Like, because I feel like maybe you've talked about what you've been through. So people, like I said, people trust your opinion because they've seen like where you were when you were in this relationship to where you are now, right? Like the journey that you've been on, the self-love journey, the healing journey, right? I feel like you openly talk about that in some kind of way. And so people are able to see that, right? So when people are in a, I heard abusive relationship, when people are in a relationship that, is toxic or not healthy for them, I feel like they reach out to you and, I feel like it's two things. I feel like some people reach out to you to say thank you because you helped them without knowing it, maybe just by like the by talking about it, right? By putting it out there, that your story. And maybe like you didn't talk directly to that person, but you just put it out into maybe it was on social media, maybe you have a blog, something like that, and they read it and that helped them, right? Or maybe people actually have reached out to you and said, my person is doing this to me, like, can you help me? Can you give me some advice? Like, what should I do? I know you've been through this similar situation, can you please help me? Something like that. I feel like people really are grateful for your support in that area of bad relationships, of harmful relationships, of helping people to get out of harmful relationships, and cultivate this Ten of Cups for themselves. I feel like that is what this energy is this is that bad relationship that people are going through, right? And they come to you, and at the end of it, you help them maneuver out of that energy and come back home to themselves, which is the first step, right? Like, the healing is going to start on the inside, and that's what you show people, right? You can't try to justify why this other person did what they did to you, right? You have to separate that from your healing. You have to turn inward, and you have to just give yourself the love that you need. Know that you're worthy to be loved, and know that that relationship was harmful and it wasn't your fault, right? I feel like you're a very supportive and motivational person when it comes to like abusive relationships with people. Anything else? Six of Swords, I heard move forward in peace. The Empress. Six of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is your example, right? In the past, here in the Six of Cups, 66 here. You've been through, I feel like you've been through a similar situation with this toxic energy here, with this painful relationship dynamic. And people have seen it. But people have also seen that you have become the Empress by choosing to move forward in peace, right? In the Six of Swords, that's moving forward in peace, right? You're maneuvering through whatever happened to you. You're not looking back, you're moving forward. You're loving yourself. You're putting yourself on your own pedestal because that's where you deserve to be. You deserve love. You deserve to feel amazing about yourself, right? Pouring back into your own cup. Whatever was done to you in the past, you know that it wasn't your fault, right? So you're just this really beautiful example of staying true to you, giving yourself the love when you need to give it, and keep moving forward no matter what. So let's get one more oracle. Faith. Everything is perfect. See, and this is the lesson that you're teaching people, right? You have this like unwavering faith about you. You trust in spirit wholeheartedly. You trust in yourself wholeheartedly because you've cultivated that. Everything that was like dismantled on the inside, right? These painful memories, these triggers, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Whatever you needed to move forward from your past, you knew that you're going to be able to move through it because of your faith. And that's, alongside just being this incredible person, people are seeing this faith energy about you, and it's giving them faith. It's giving them the motivation to truly believe as well, right? So there's like the energy of, you can hope that something will happen, right? But there's still some anxiety behind that because it's like your mind can trick you to say, okay, but what if it doesn't, right? But when you're in the energy of faith, it's a knowing, right? You know that spirit is with you. You know that things are going to turn out okay because spirit is guiding you. And so you don't have to be afraid, right? You just stay true to your faith and keep moving forward. So you're being a beautiful example for others, and I feel like spirit's just really proud of you. And yeah. Hope that resonated for you. Hope that brought you some clarity. Please like, subscribe, or comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.